In this video, we are going to compare G Maps Extractor and Scribe.io. Which one is the best Google Maps scraper? Let's start with G Maps Extractor. The first noticeable aspect is that we face a Google Chrome extension, and as such, it has to be installed beforehand. It may seem simple, but they have a blog article divided into 6 different steps about this topic. First, click on download so that you end up with a zip file. Navigate to Chrome extensions. Make sure the developer mode is turned on. Drag and drop your file into your list of extensions. Double check it by clicking on your newly added extension. Finally, sign in with Google. In case of Scribe.io, as it is a SaaS platform, there is nothing more you have to do than to click on create account. Regarding the features themselves, there are 3 things that any good Google Maps scrapers must have. I'll let you a moment to think what the last 2 might be, because we are jumping directly into the number 1. The first step is to draw out basic information effortlessly. And by basic information, it implies data fields such as name, address, category, website, phone number, anything that is available on a Google Maps listing alongside its different sub-panels. Let's check out how to do that, shall we? Okay, let's start with G Maps Extractor. To begin with, I'm clicking on my extension and we are selecting the first option, meaning open Google Maps. Then we are typing our keywords. I'm looking for restaurants near Charlotte, North Carolina, USA, and automatically I have this new panel. I guess all I have to do is to click on start extracting. It didn't last long. I can export my detailed list, and this is what it should look like. On Scribe.io now, this is what the interface looks like. This is where I can make my requests, and each and every one of them is divided into 5 different steps. Activity, country, level 1 division, level 2 division, and city. We have said restaurants in the United States, in North Carolina, I believe, and it was more specifically in a city called Charlotte. There we go. I click on search. All that remains to do is to click on export. Wait a second. And this is what it should look like. How is that I only have 10 data rows on G Maps Extractor, whereas Scribe.io shows 2000? The FAQ gives us the answer. Free account can export up to 10 leads based on a keyword search result. Paid account can export all leads based on a keyword search result. Well, I can tell you there is no way I would ever pay for With that plan in hand, not only I'm supposed to get all leads, but I can also unlock additional valuable data like email addresses and social media links. This is my second requirement. So I gave G Maps Extractor a second chance, and this is what I discovered. This time 100 data entries were pulled out. As for the CSV file itself, it contains 2 additional columns: emails and social media. That's better, but that's still not good enough. How is that I still get 20 times more leads with the very same request on Scribe.io? What is wrong? Are we missing something here? It's one thing to retrieve 100 leads, or even 2000. One might wonder whether we can safely add 1 or 2 zeros without extra effort. This is my final requirement. That is apparently the promise of the top tier plan from G Maps Extractor, which enables bulk extraction. Well, I can tell you there is no way I'm ever paying for this. No, really, I'm not going to upgrade my plan. There are 2 reasons why I'm not doing it. First, if we click on bulk keywords data tool, we are able to freely launch a demo so as to get an idea of what the feature looks like. In the example shown, we have 5 keywords. Auto repair near, followed by a different city each time. New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Houston, and Phoenix. During the extraction, we have 1 open tab with the listing scrolling bit by bit. You take a sip of coffee and wait for a few minutes until the extraction process is completed. Then it closes automatically and moves on to the following keyword. 100. The result is 5 CSV files, each one including 120 businesses. That being said, you have the option to merge your files by clicking on Online CSV Merger tool, resulting in 600 rows in total. Again, for some reason, we can't get above the 120 results limit, no matter how hard we try. We will explain the reason for that limit later, because the truth is that we are supposed to blow it up significantly. On Scrap.io, the approximations are at another scale. 300 results for New York, 2100 results for Los Angeles, 1800 results for Chicago, 5000 results for Houston, and 2000 results for Phoenix. This equals 11,346, almost 20 times more than G Maps Extractor. As for the second reason why I'm not upgrading my current plan, that reason comes from the G Maps Extractor blog article, How to Extract Leads in Bulk from Google Maps Based on Keywords. Among the explanations, one comment stands out. Note, during the extraction process, the task may be stuck for some network reason. You know, that sentence made me think of one Star Wars movie, the one where one character is saying,
"Somehow Palpatine returns."
Somehow you may be stuck. All jokes aside, this is perfectly understandable. On G Maps Extractor, the data collection is made directly on your device, from your laptop. Whereas on Scrap.io, it is run in the cloud, meaning by external servers. So if you are launching a 4-hour extraction and after 3 hours and a half, your Wi-Fi breaks down, your project suffers the same fate. The same consequences apply if you put your device in standby mode, but also, and this is more surprising, if you are switching tabs. When an extraction is in progress, you have no other choice but to do nothing and watch your screen the whole time. Because if you do work on another project, the process pauses automatically. And all of this is nothing compared to the 120 results limit. If you search for auto repair shops in Houston, G Maps Extractor grants you access to 120 leads, while the real number is closer to 5,000. Probably by now, with everything we have discussed, you might have understood the reason behind it. With a paid account, G Maps Extractor should help you to export all leads based on a keyword search result. It could only mean one thing. That limit has not been set up by the scraper. It has been set up by Google itself to prevent mass scraping. No matter how large your keyword is, the same limit remains valid. Nevertheless, there is one way to overcome that barrier. The only way to go beyond that is to divide your main request into sub-requests so small that when you combine them all together at the end, it will lead to the expected result. The only catch is that it's extremely time-consuming if you do it on your own. I'm speaking from experience. More than once, I've left my laptop wide open during a scrapping process that sometimes took me 24 hours. It was exhausting. Instead of trying to set things up alone, you can directly use Scrap.io, which has already done all the work for you and allows you to scrape large-scale databases in a couple of clicks. I'm not here to brag, so let's just add that by clicking the link in the description, your first 100 leads are totally offered. Alright guys, I'm currently editing the video. It usually takes a couple of days. Within that time period, a new feature has just popped up. And it would have been dishonest not to mention it. Regarding G Maps Extractor, they just launched a new service called Google Maps Cloud Extractor. As its name suggests, it allows extractions to be run in the cloud. So now you can close your laptop and go. It's still in beta testing, but I gave it a try, so I have good and bad news. The good news is that the result limit has finally been blown up. The bad news is that we are still a long way from the exact number. If I take the 3 requests I made and I run them on Scrap.io, I get 1,000 leads instead of 174, 3,000 leads instead of 169, and 1,000 leads instead of 19. But this last example is not based on exactly the same request, so let's forget that one.